Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about VPNs and more specifically the brutally honest truth about VPNs. If you're in the market for a VPN, aren't happy with the one you have, or you just want to know what a VPN is, you've come to the right place. So let's talk about that right now. All right, so before we get into the brutally honest truth about VPNs, let's first talk about what a VPN is. You can see by this diagram right here, it's a nice little illustration of what a VPN actually is. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. It's basically a secure tunnel between your device and the internet. VPNs are used to protect your online traffic from snooping, interference, and censorship. Expressvpn is who I use, and not all VPNs are created equal, so we're going to talk about all those different VPNs today. But ExpressVPN can also act as a proxy, so it can block those ads, those pop-ups, those redirects, and it also allows you to mask or change your location and surf the web anonymously from wherever you want. So what does that mean to you? Well, let's just say, for example, you want to watch Netflix from any country. So by using a service like ExpressVPN, now you can change your Netflix location to, say, Paris. Well, now you have a whole new catalog of movies that are only available, they only have licensing rights to in France or England or Canada or Australia or wherever you're at. You'll now be able to access all of Netflix contents by having a VPN like ExpressVPN. And like I said before, not all VPNs are created equally. So today, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about all different VPNs and what it is that makes up a good VPN. And it may be different for you as it is for me. So we're going to talk about the three major factors that everybody needs to consider when you're looking for a VPN. The first being speed. I know a lot of my subscribers and a lot of people around the web stream just about everything. Everything from live sporting events to live TV to movies on the web. To be able to do that effectively, you really need a faster VPN. So that is something to take a huge consideration of, is speed. So speed is the number one thing you need to think about. Number two is compatibility. Compatibility is important as well because you have to factor in a few things. Is it compatible with all of your devices? Not just your Fire Stick or your Android device, but your tablets, your phones, your computers, all your devices. And another factor is your router. Is it compatible with your router? Can you put it on your router and then cover all of your devices? How many devices can it cover? We're going to talk about those things today, guys, because some VPNs you can only put it on one device, others you can put it on a number of devices. So that's something to consider with compatibility. So these are things to consider: how many locations, how many devices you can connect to it, and what types of devices can you connect to it. Now, the third thing that's also important is cost. Cost is broken down on initial cost and cost over time, as well as value. So we're going to talk about all three of those things today. Let's get in on the screen a little bit closer so you can get a better idea of what it's all about right now. Speed, as you know, is the most important thing when streaming anything on the web. Whether it's your favorite sports event, your favorite movie or TV show, buffering can be the most frustrating thing. So which VPN has the fastest speeds? Let's go ahead and look in online at some trusted sources and look at speed tests done over these VPNs. So the first one I have up on the screen is TechRadar. So techradar.com is where I went, and they are one of the leaders on speed tests for VPN. So let's just look at these really quick. So according to them, the top pick for the fastest VPN is ExpressVPN. It talks about how many servers they have, the pros and the cons, and then the cost right here. All right, so number two on the list looks like it is Hotspot Shield. Hotspot Shield is number two. Now keep in mind, most of these will work on the Fire Stick, not all of them will. So this video really covers all different devices, whether it's phones, computers, tablets, things like that. Number three is the Viper VPN. It's known for their excellent speeds on download as well as their money back guarantee, but they do not have a refund policy. And then you've got IPVanish, which has quite a bit of different servers. It works on different devices, but they do have issues with Windows Client and they don't have a free trial. And you keep on going down, you've got the PIA, Private Internet Access, is known as a very, very inexpensive option for you. Reliable connections, fairly cheap, inconsistent speed on many of their locations, and no free trial. So we need to really think about all of the factors when it comes to speed. So clearly they think that ExpressVPN is the fastest. I find what's nice about ExpressVPN when I use them, and I've tried quite a few different services to determine which one I like the best, and I personally chose ExpressVPN for a variety of reasons. There are over 3,000 servers in 94 countries, so you won't have trouble finding maybe a little bit faster, a higher performing server. A lot of people don't realize that if you change your location from server to server, you can find a faster service. I find that when I personally connect to San Francisco or New York, where I'm at, it just seems to be so very fast. I've heard of other people go to London and they're faster, or they connect to Australia and they're faster. So it just depends on what's best for you. But watch our other videos and you'll see speed tests. And once you get a VPN, you can do a speed test and you'll understand what we're talking about. So with over 160 different server locations and you can support 5 devices, ExpressVPN definitely wins for speed. And then they have really good deals too here on prices. A lot of people think they see the big numbers and they don't realize, how good it really is when they break it down by value. So the second one here is Hotspot Shield. Hotspot Shield, I know, works on a Fire Stick, but there are some quirks with it. So it's probably, if you're a Fire Stick user, an Android user, this might not be the best option for you. But if you're just using it on a computer or a phone, it could be pretty darn good for you. But there are some issues with third-party apps, and that's why I don't recommend it for a Fire Stick. And the third one on the list, Viper VPN, doesn't have as many servers or locations as some of the other ones, but they do have pretty good download speeds. This is another one that struggles to be compatible with Fire Sticks. Okay, and it's more affordable. This is definitely a more affordable option for those that can't afford maybe a little bit better service. And then you have IPVanish. IPVanish has a lot of locations. Locations is really the key with IPVanish. So then the fifth and final one that they reviewed is Private Internet Access. Private Internet Access has a lot of servers, quite a few locations. You can support 10 devices, which is really, really nice. But it's considered more of a low-end, cheaper option for you. Does it work on the Fire Stick? I don't believe it does work with the Fire Stick. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is one that's only going to be good for specific devices. So there you go, guys. The #1 winner for speed on Tech Radar and a lot of sites out there. If you Google it, you're going to see it. ExpressVPN always seems to win. And we've also included some slides from some other websites as well, just to show you that if you Google this yourself, you're going to find that ExpressVPN by far wins all of the speed tests that have been done on Fire Sticks and other devices as well. So you can go through and do your own little research. I just wanted to share with you what we found when we did speed tests, and this is our experience as well. So now let's get into compatibility. All right, now second, compatibility. How many servers do these VPNs have available? And to access these sites, you want one that has a lot of locations and has the ability to not be detected as a proxy server. Unblocking geo-restricted content is a huge benefit of a VPN, so why not get one that takes full advantage of that? Let's look at the top VPNs by number of servers and geo-restricting. This site I have up on the screen right now is a great site. It is specifically for VPNs. You can go site to site to site, and you're going to find similar information as this one here. So according to this company here, the best one is ExpressVPN, followed by NordVPN, and then Bullet VPN, and then Surfshark. These are the recommended ones, and this is based on how many servers are available. So ExpressVPN has quality apps, reliable customer service, and they have over 500 servers across 87 countries. I do believe that's actually larger since the time of this article. They say #2 is NordVPN. Its popularity is growing. There are some issues with geo-restricting with NordVPN, so keep that in mind if you do want to get the full advantage of a VPN. NordVPN might not be an option. Same goes for IPVanish. This one is pretty good. as far as amount of servers around the country. 1,000 servers in more than 60 countries. So it's really good for their price point. But keep in mind, unblocking content can be an issue with IPVanish as well as speeds. We talked about that before. Then you got Viper VPN and Hide My ASS. These are all things to consider. These are the top 5 right here for the amount of servers available. So ExpressVPN number 1, NordVPN 2, IPVanish, Viper, and Hide My ASS. So we're going to go ahead and look at some other reviews on other sites and see what they say. All right, so we have gone site to site here looking for the service that has the most servers. So we found that one after another chose ExpressVPN. There are a few out there that did select other services as well, but they were not compatible with the Amazon Fire Stick. So clearly ExpressVPN is head and shoulders above all of the other different VPNs for the Fire Stick or the Android devices. Now, if you're watching this and you want to know about your computer or your tablet or your laptop or things like that, you can Google for those specific devices how many servers are available. It also takes into account a lot of these for geo-restricting, and without question, ExpressVPN is head and shoulders above the rest when it comes to that. All right, the third one is cost. This is a tricky one because there is cost and there's value. So I'm going to talk about these a little bit separately. Here's a list of the costs of the top VPNs. If your VPN is not on the list, it's probably not one of the top respected ones, which is something to consider. And as I go through the list here, I found that it is the gamut of different sites, one site to the next on which is the most affordable, just is all over the place. It's almost to the point where it's just too much information. Obviously the free ones are going to be the best as far as initial cost, but what you get for them is extremely limited, and you can do your research on this if you want to. I actually have another video on the top 3 free VPNs out there, but they are all so limited on the number of servers that you have, on all kinds of things. It's speeds, the data usage limit, all those things are something to consider when you're looking at a free VPN. And then you've got the ones that are the most cheap right up front. And when I say cheap, I mean extremely cheap. But what do you get for your money? That's where the value really comes in. So like I said, these are just all over the place. And so you have to look at your own budget, and then you have to look at what you want. Anytime that I recommend or talk about specific VPNs, I always ask, what are you doing? That's the first question I ask everybody that messages me and says, I need a VPN, what should I get? What are you doing? Are you streaming? Well, now you need to focus on speed. Literally, it's all about you. Every VPN is different. They are not all created equal. If you want my honest opinion, I chose the one that was best for me because I like it all. I like security, I like speed, I like locations, I like multiple devices being able to be used, and I like unlimited data. Those are the things that are important to me. So if that's important to you, I think you probably answered your own question, guys. I think ExpressVPN is the clear winner overall. You may have to pay a little bit more out of pocket, but I can share with you how you can actually get 49% off of a subscription with them. So I'm going to put a link down in the description section where you're going to be able to get ExpressVPN more affordable than you would be otherwise, 49% off. And the way I look at it, guys, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is crazy. That just shows you that they definitely believe in their product. And of course, they're offering those 3 free months for my subscribers. So go ahead and find out how you can get that just by clicking that link down in the description section. All right, now that we've gone over the top 3 components in choosing a VPN, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Which one do you like? Do me a favor, comment down below in the description section. Let me know which one you think is the best value, which one you already have, or which one you'd like to have. And if you do decide to go with ExpressVPN, I think that's a good decision. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description to get you 49% off or 3 additional free months on your subscription with Expressvpn. I hope you learned something today, guys. Make sure you comment down below. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video, and I look forward to doing future videos with you as well. Check out our channel on YouTube. We've got all kinds of videos on just about anything you can imagine for the Fire Stick, the Roku devices, the Android boxes, and we'll be branching out to a lot more content for you in the future. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.